Venn diagrams. Let's look at how you can use Venn diagrams to figure out the probabilities of certain events happening. In this scenario, we have a wheel with the numbers 1 to 20, and we spin it around and get a random number from 1 to 20. Now suppose that there are two different events. Let A be the event of spinning an odd number, and let B be the event of spinning a number that is greater than 13. We want to represent the events A and B on a Venn diagram to show which outcomes fit into each event. Maybe some outcomes fit into both events. This is a great application for using a Venn diagram. So what you do is you draw a box to indicate all of the possible outcomes. And then you draw a circle for each event. A circle for event A and a circle for event B. We should name these circles. Let's call this circle odd, so the event of spinning an odd number, and this circle is the event of getting a number greater than 13. Just note, when I write greater than 13, I mean this whole circle is a number fits the numbers greater than 13. So it's the whole circle, not just this crescent section here. Okay, so I could have gone A and B, by the way. That would also be fine. Let's list every item, every outcome on this Venn diagram. First of all, we'll start with number 1. Is number 1 odd? Yes or no? Yes, it is. So it's in this circle. Is number 1 greater than 13? No, it's smaller. So number 1 goes in this region. What about number 2? Is it odd? No. So number 2 is not odd, so it's outside of this circle. Is number 2 greater than 13? No. So it's not in the blue circle either. It's not in either circle. 3 is odd and less than 13. 4 is not odd and also not greater than 13. And 5 is odd. 6 is out here because it's not odd and it's not greater than 13, and so on. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now we're getting closer to this greater than 13 thing. 12 is not odd, so it's not in this circle. It's not greater than 13. 13. Is 13 odd? Yes. Is 13 greater than 13? No. So it's still outside of the greater than 13 circle. 14. Is 14 odd? No, 14 isn't odd. It's even. So 14 is not in this circle. Is 14 greater than 13? Yes, 14 is bigger than 13. So 14 goes in here. Notice that this means that it is greater than 13 because it's in the blue circle, but it is not odd because it's outside of the green circle. 15 is odd and greater than 13. It belongs to both circles. 16 is greater than 13, but not odd. 17 is odd and greater than 13. 18 is not odd and greater than 13. 19 is odd and greater than 13. And 20, finally, is greater than 13, but not odd. So what I've done is I've listed every outcome in every region. I've just listed them all. This is one way to do it. The other way to do it is writing the count, so counting how many match each region. We'll do that in the next video. Okay, so I've represented the events A and B on a Venn diagram and included all of the possible outcomes, each in their appropriate region. Now, let's find the probability that the number that we spin is odd and also greater than 13. Out of these 20 numbers, how many of these are odd and also greater than 13? 3 of them are odd and greater than 13. So 3 out of 20 outcomes match what we're looking for. So the probability that it is odd and also greater than 13 is 3 out of 20. Next, we can find the probability that the number spun is odd given that it is greater than 13. So suppose I spin a number and I tell you, oh, I got a number that is greater than 13. So it is one of these, given that it is greater than 13. Means out of the numbers that are greater than 13, ignore all of the other numbers, pretend they don't exist. So I'll just scribble all these, pretend all these numbers don't exist, right? Because it's given that it's greater than 13. Ignore all the other numbers and pretend that only these numbers, these outcomes exist. So out of these outcomes, how many are odd? Well, 3 of these are odd. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 out of 7 are odd. So given that it's greater than 13, the probability that it is odd is 3 out of 7.